You're tuned in to Coast AM. Connie Willis here with Preston B. Nichols. Preston, when we left, you were going to tell me about what you saw when you went into the future. What does it hold for us?
Basically, beyond 2020, the 2020s, there's nothing really there. We did punch through the 6,000, I believe it was 6,037. That's where the horse on the pedestal came from. And it was a deserted city with all sorts of overgrowth around the outside of it and in the forest. And that dovetails into other research I've been doing lately on getting semi-religious information, which also says 2023 is the end of it.
Oh, interesting. I remember you were also talking before about there's going to be some sort of split.
Split.
Some sort of split about good and bad. That if we're not careful. I thought you had talked about we have a pivotal point of turning into very positive people or very negative people.
Yes, we do. That's correct.
Is that at the 2020 or before then?
That's around 2023.
Okay. And what do you mean by that?
Well, I can go into that if you want. Basically, I have heard from this guy that visited me about up to 5 years ago that claimed to be myself out of the future. I ran DNA testing and it was an exact match. The fingerprints matched exactly. He had intimate knowledge which no one else would have. So at this point, I say that's true. This guy probably is me out of the future. Now, one of the visits, he gave me a CD recording that had Justin Hayward's Broken Dream on it, where as the song ends, you get this strange droning sound. And he told me to meditate into that sound, find out what it is and where it's coming from. So I did that. I ended up mentally, I meditate with music.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up at what appeared to be the center of the galaxy, the Milky Way galaxy. I encountered this huge toroidal presence, this possibly a being that was in a toroidal-shaped vortex. When I first approached this thing through that music, it said to me, I am the beginning and I am the end. I know all things. And that's where I was told, I get asked questions. It doesn't volunteer any information. And basically I was told that Judgment Day is in 2023, and that's when we can make a split. Now, part of my mission here is to bring mankind through this and to try to correct the problems, the genetic damage and, the problems that we have.